Has a woman ever been so sweet to you at the beginning of a relationship? But as the relationship progresses, she stops being all that sweet. What do you think happened? We will discuss this in a moment. I will be right back. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Tuned, and this is the Epic Man's YouTube channel. The topic of today's video is why you should never validate women and why a woman must not know how much you like her. This is a very interesting topic, so I want you to watch this video until the end. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay? So I will be looking at this from two perspectives. Validating a woman you just met and validating a woman you are dating. Before I get into perspectives, I want to talk about what happens when a woman is actively chasing your validation. In simple English, what happens when a woman doesn't know where she stands with you? She doesn't know if you like her or not. Okay, listen guys, when a woman doesn't know where she stands with you, she will be in her best behavior. You will get the sweetest version of that woman. She will try to do everything to please you. Okay? The sex will be great. She will never miss a date. She will always come over when you ask her to. She will be feminine around you. She will be goofy around you. She will treat you like a king. You get all this when a woman is chasing your validation. She's trying to get you to like her. And from my experience, this is usually at the beginning of the relationship. There was this girl I was dating. At the beginning of the relationship, whenever I ask her to come over and I order food, she always offers to pay. I think I already told you guys this story. She comes over and I order food. She was like, let me pay. I'll pay for it. She wanted me to like her. She was chasing my validation. She's trying to act like she's a good girl. She wanted me to perceive her as a good girl, as a girlfriend material. But as the relationship progresses and we started spending more time together, all that stopped. She became her true self. She went right back to her true nature. So I hope this story, clarifies what happens when a woman is chasing your validation. So now let's proceed and talk about validating a woman you just met. Remember guys, I always say, when you meet a woman, think value. A woman wants to be with a man that she perceives to be of a higher value than her, or at least it should be of the same value. Okay? So if you meet a woman And you're like, every moment you text her, you're very beautiful. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever met. You're an angel. You're so sweet. This is what happens. Her value goes up, and your value comes down in her eyes because you are placing her on the pedestal. It doesn't matter if this woman is actually a 3 or a 4. If this is an unattractive woman, if she is an unattractive woman, and you shower her with all those compliments and you treat her like she's a goddess, she will start treating you like you are beneath her. This is facts. Now her value goes up and your value comes down. And what happens? Most of the time, she will not get with you because she now sees you as a lower value man. She doesn't need to do anything. She doesn't need to work for your compliment. She doesn't need to work for your validation. You gave it to her on a platter. Most of the time, this woman will put you in a friend zone. This is how you guys get into the friend zone at the beginning. You meet a woman and you start to prove yourself to her. You want to prove yourself to her. I already made a video titled Beware of the Proof Mentality. I'm sure you haven't seen that video. I will link it up here in the card. You should see that video. Beware of the proof mentality. Let me tell you a story, guys. I once met this girl. She had a high initial interest in me. She kissed me after the first date. This girl was a beautiful woman from Botswana. Okay? Then I had some issues in my life. And I went from her chasing me to me chasing her. This woman perceived me as an alpha at the beginning. Okay? Because I did not compliment her. I did not validate her. I carried myself the right way man should carry himself. Then I started validating her. I started complimenting her. This started when she withheld sex on the first date and the second date. I felt like I needed to tell her how beautiful she was to get into her panties. But what happened? I got friend zoned. She went from having a high initial interest in me to losing interest just from the fact that I started validating her. Now she knows where she stands with me. Listen, guys, women have to bargain with sex. That is the only thing they can bargain with. If a woman wants to get with a high value male, she has to offer him herself as a living sacrifice. Take me. Please take me, and I hope you like me. She has to give her body to the man. But if you start off validating this woman, she doesn't have to prove anything to you. She doesn't have to do anything. You compliment her, you make her feel good, you give her free validation. Your ass is gonna get right in the friend zone. This has happened to me. And this is why I'm here today to share my mistakes with you guys. Validating a woman you just met will get you in the friend zone. It doesn't matter if she's a 2, if she's a 3, or if she's a 4. If you place a woman on a pedestal, it simply means her value goes up and your value comes down. And I always tell you guys this. A woman wants to be with a man she perceives to have a higher value than her. So if you push her value up and your value comes down, that is a mismatch and you will end up in the friend zone. Okay? So that is validating a woman you just met. If you validate the woman you just met, okay, friend zoned. Now let's talk about validating a woman you are dating. You're already dating this woman. And every day you're telling her, baby, you're so beautiful. I love you so much. You're the best thing that has happened to me. You're the best woman I've ever had. What happens is this woman now can relax. She knows where she stands with you now. She knows you like her. She knows you love her. She knows you already caught feelings. And now she can relax. She doesn't need to try to please you anymore. She doesn't need to do anything special for you anymore because she already knows where she stands with you. Okay? And if you keep validating her excessively, she might start seeing you as a lower value than her. She might start feeling like maybe she can get a man of a higher status or of a higher value than you. Just from validating your woman excessively, you might have your ass kicked out of that relationship if you don't take time. Because women are hypergamous. Okay? So, if you are dealing with a woman, you don't want to tell her how beautiful she is every time, or how you can't live without her. Come on, guys. I am currently Purple Pew and I'm dating a woman that is actively chasing my validation. Whenever my woman goes to get a new hairdo, she comes back home and she starts staring at me. She's waiting for me to tell her how beautiful she is. And whenever I say, oh, that hair looks good. When I see her staring, I say, that hair looks good. I feed her scraps. Or whenever she wears a new dress, and she stares at me, I'm like, oh, I like the dress looks good. There was a time she told me that it's not the dress. The dress would be nothing if I'm not wearing it. She wanted me to tell her, oh, you've got a nice body. Oh, you are a goddess. I will feed you scraps when I want to. You're not going to force it out of me. So, which leads me to the next point. How do you feed a woman scraps? Because you need to feed your woman scraps. You need to make her feel good from time to time. How do you do that? Let me go back to this example. Your woman goes to get a new hairdo and she comes back. You can just pull her closer. Make sure you've got your deep voice going for you. Add some bass to your voice. Hey babe, come sit on daddy's laps. And she comes over and sit on your lap and you're caressing her head and you're like, oh, your hair looks good. I like it. That is a positive way to validate your woman. Or she wears a dress you like. You're like, oh, mommy, I like how fat your ass is in that dress. You feed her scraps once in a while. You don't do this all the time. If you do this all the time, it will be meaningless. Your compliments only matters when a woman is chasing your validation. A woman that is not chasing your validation doesn't give a fuck about your compliments because she doesn't see you as a high value man anyway. So you can shove your compliments in your ass. But if a woman is chasing your validation and you tell her she's beautiful, oh my God, she will take that to heart. And I'm telling you guys this. If your woman is wearing something sexy and you want to feed her scraps, this should happen automatically, guys. You don't have to think about it like, oh, should I feed her scraps today? Should I feed her scraps tomorrow? No, just go with the flow. If she's wearing something sexy and you just go right behind her. Hey, mommy, you look sexy today. You kiss her neck and you fuck the shit out of her. That is a good way to validate a woman. That is a good way to feed a woman scraps. You validate her and you fuck the shit out of her. This is for the woman you're dating. Okay? If you guys have got questions, comment down below, guys. I want to hear from you guys. I need feedbacks from you guys. Okay? So, if you form the habit of constantly validating women, cut that shit out. Because it will work against you. Validating a woman excessively, it's like taking a gun and shooting yourself in the foot. It will work against you. If you meet a new woman, a woman you just met, if you meet a woman and she doesn't know how much you like her, she doesn't even know you like her, she will chase your validation. She will try to know where she stands with you. Especially if you make a confident approach. You know game and you're laid back and the woman doesn't know where she stands with you. Tell me, how can you get in the friend zone? How can you get in the friend zone if she doesn't even know if you like her or not? Stop making these mistakes, guys. That tune is here to get you guys covered anyway. I'll put you guys on game. I'll share my experiences with you guys, my mistakes, and what I've learned over the years. That's all I've got for today, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay? And smash the notification button on your way out and select all notifications. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.